All right, we got them all put together, and it's time to throw these things in for the last time, hopefully. I don't see any other reason why these things had to come out until I actually like legitimately break something, which might be soon. All right, so I've been working on getting the rear end adjusted on this thing for over a month. It has been quite the hassle. So it has a 4-link kit on it right now. And right when I got the kit, the bars were too long. So go up in here and show you. So these bars, that end was all the way up here, and I didn't have the rear end adjusted even close to where it needed to be. So what I did is took some measurements and thought I had the right measurements on how shorter I needed them to be. A friend here in town has a machine shop, and he did me a favor, cut them, welded them back up, shortened them the length that I thought I needed. Well, it turns out it was way too short. As you can see, there is basically like 3 threads on each one of these bars. I called him and I told him, I was like, look, this is what happened. I had to shorten them. It didn't work out. I tried to just, do it all myself, and it didn't work out. They're like, all right, well, tell me your measurements that you need, because I actually, right now, with all the threads out, it's the wheelbase from the front to the back on both sides is perfect. The pinion angle is perfect. Everything is exactly where I want it. I sent the measurements to them, and then they sent me these. This was like 2 weeks ago. They sent me these, and if you look, they're all 4 are wrong, but I'll just show you this one. If you look here, you go back to there, and you mount that one there, you can tell that it is much too long. So it's gonna take this tire and it'll put it up against the back quarter. And that's the exact problem that I was having in the beginning. These are the new bars that he just sent me today, the second pair. And I just tried them out. They look like they're gonna work. I'm gonna lower it down, take the tires off, jack up the rear end, because I need to just take some tension off those bars. And then I'm going to take all the bars off, match them up to the new ones. All right, guys, so I got 2 of the passenger side bars off. So here's what I was talking about earlier. If you look, it's already pretty close. It might need to go out. The new one might need to go out just a little bit, which is actually perfect, because that'll give me a little bit more leeway with that. And then throw them back in there. All right, guys, so we got both bars, driver's side and passenger side, all in there. I just have the bolts in for now. I haven't tightened anything down. So I'm gonna lower it down, put it on these sweet blocks that I made, so I can take the measurements of the wheelbase and the pinion angle just to make sure that's still right. And I'll put the tires back on, lower it down, do the measurements, and then hopefully go for a drive after that. All right, guys, got the bars back off. Realized it was kind of a waste of time to do all that without painting them. But anyway, got all of them off and painted. They look pretty decent. This is the second coat. I'm gonna let those dry, and then I'm gonna put grease on all these bushings along with those, and then put them back together, adjust it all again, get my jack stands and strings out. Yeah, don't mind the mess that we got going on here. I got like 74 projects going on at once, which this mess you'll be seeing in the next video. It's a lot more exciting than this one, especially for me, but it's coming along pretty good. We did a little videoing yesterday, and it's a big project coming up, but it's a good one. It's a really exciting one. All right, we got them all put together, and it's time to throw these things in for the last time, hopefully. I don't see any other reason why these things had to come out until I actually like legitimately break something, which might be soon. I'm on to the part that sucks. I got all the bars back in, the bolts in, and I have no idea where these need to be adjusted to because I had no way of marking them. I guess I could have measured the lengths of all 4 of them from center to center, but I didn't. I'm gonna put the blocks back underneath all 4 tires, put the tires back on the rear end, lower it down, take measurements from the center of the rear end to the center of the front wheels, and then measure the pinion angle and just go through iterations until it's all perfect. Well guys, I don't know how I did this, but the drive shaft and pinion angle, my pinion angle in general is exactly at 2.5 degrees. I don't know how I did that the first try, but literally the first try, I have my wheelbase right, my pinion angle right. All I gotta do is tighten up the lock nuts and this thing's ready to go. I never get this lucky. It's just my lucky day, I guess. Come on, a little too aggressive there, but this is the best popsicle known to man. This is it. Bomb Pop is where it's at, and it even is red, white, and blue. Doesn't get much better than that. All right, guys, so I got the bars back on. Everything's tightened up. Got the tires back on. It is lowered down. The rack is pushed out. We're gonna go for a little drive in this thing. See if the adjustments have made any difference. I want to take it on the road, do a little test hit, I guess you could say, and see if it puts the power to the ground or if it still blows the tires off real bad. Otherwise, we'll have to go and do a bunch of other adjustments. So that's what we're gonna do right now. But we have one issue with going for a drive right now is that I don't have any seats. So I went up in the attic up there and found some beach chairs that fit in there perfect. So we're gonna rock the beach chairs and go for a drive. I mean, it seems pretty legal to me. Right, now close the dang hood. Almost had the ejecto hoodo, cuz. Guys, so we're back on the drive. It definitely drove better. I could tell that it was planting the tire to the ground a lot better right when I took off, but it still blew the tires off about, I don't know, 15 feet out, I'd say. I think that's due to the adjustments not being quite right on the double adjustable coilovers on the front and back. So I think if we kind of work them together and get those working right with the car, I think this thing's really going to put some power down. Oh, and I just wanted to tell you guys that the beach chairs worked phenomenally. They were definitely not the most comfortable, but they worked better than sitting on a milk crate. So, but that is it for this video. I think I'm gonna start throwing a new pair of seats in it today. So come back next week and see what I tear up. See you later, guys.